Hermdo is what they're saying about these new Lions uniforms. They're saying Timu
Yeah, I
Panthers.
saw I saw Panthers. That leapt right into my head. These do look like Panthers uniforms. I don't know if you can see on your screen. I'm on my phone right now. I'm looking at my tablet. But yeah, I don't hate them, but it's just kind of like, yeah, all right. I don't
I
know. Detroit alt uniforms have always kind of been a mixed bag, so
yeah
it's all good.
yeah. I wasn't really a big fan of the all grays. It's I guess not as attractive. These so okay.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. You could call these Timu Panther uniforms. However, considering our past history with uniforms, I think this is a step in the right direction. I don't know. They don't piss me off that bad.
no, it's fine. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really like leap out at you. I mean, you can only do so Honolulu blue and white and black and gray,
Yeah.
but it's I don't hate them. It's just kind of like, yeah, all right, whatever. It's just I don't know. Just win some damn football games. That's all I care about.
I was
That's all
gonna
I care
say
about.
that's the
Just
mainstay right now
I
is just
mean,
win some damn games.
just win some damn games. That's all I care about. Like looking at other like alt uniforms. Like I like the Tigers' newer uniforms they unveiled this season. I didn't like the Motor City Connect, whatever the hell you call it, jerseys. The one that said Motor City across. It
Yeah.
looks stupid to me. But I kind of like the all oranges, even though they kind of look like the Orioles, and they kind of look it's like a mix between the Astros and the Orioles. But
It,
I don't know. I mean,
it's
as
a
far as
perfect
like alt
throwback.
uniforms go, but
It's a perfect throwback though to the '84 Tigers and that V-neck.
yeah,
I love that. I'm a big fan. I agree with you. Their Motor City uniforms are similar to this. They're like a little. Well, I guess this isn't as aggressive. They're just a little too. They almost look a little too Chat GPT, if that's now a word we can use. Just a little over top, a little
yeah, I
cartoonish.
guess, yeah, a little bit, but okay. I'm seeing, I mean, as far as some of these updates go, I'm checking my shitty tablet here, but apparently, Kareem Hunt, former Pro Bowl running back for the uh, Kansas City Chiefs, remember him getting embroiled in some hot water a few years ago, but apparently he visited the Detroit Lions. I'm looking at it's a free press article, and I'm not going to pay them $1 to read it, so. But I thought that was interesting. And then
Yeah.
I got some other stuff.
And then my question is: are we
I,
taking all the cast-offs from Kansas City? Um, and
I
then
guess we already got Isaiah Pacheco. I mean, why not?
they're definitely, I will say, they're making a move to try to bring another running back, and they're not happy with the current staff we have of running backs, which I can't blame them because nobody stood out. And when your starter is Jahmyr Gibbs, your backup cannot be Savion Williams or, um, you know,
Simone Vaki.
yeah,
You
Simone
don't like Simone
Vaki.
Vaki?
uh, None of this is clicking, dude. We need something, right? Craig Reynolds was better than that. I know Hitch would. He loved
Yeah.
Craig Reynolds. Speaking of Hitch, I've designed better alternative uniforms on Madden '99. Hitch Scarcella. It's true. It's very
Okay.
cartoonish. So Hitch is not a fan of the new Lions uniforms, um, and
Yeah.
it really does like. I'm having this hard time now. I can't unsee
Oh
the
my
Panthers.
god.
I just can't see that
No,
unsee that Panthers.
that immediately leapt to mind the second I saw him. I saw the one that what the they had. I think it was I don't know if it was Gibbs or whoever wearing it, but they had the football over the main number. And then I saw it with
Mm-hmm.
Goff where he was just kind of had his hands to the sides, and you can see the whole uniform. And I'm just like, oh shit, it's the Carolina Panthers. Bryce, what's his name, should be wearing these freaking jerseys.
Yeah,
What the hell's going on here?
Bryce Young. It literally looks like Bryce Young should be wearing them.
Bryce Young, yeah. Oh, I'm so bad with sport. Oh yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just ambivalent. I mean, I don't. It's I don't know. I mean, like there's only so many. I remember those alternate. I remember the alternate uniforms I really liked were the all black ones he wore back in like 2004, like Joey
Yeah.
Harrington era all blacks. I thought those were cool. But I'm just unk posting. You gotta ignore me. But
No, it's I did too. I liked him
oh,
a
are you
lot. I'm
sharing your
just
screen?
Yeah, I just wanted to pull them up because you have other teams that have their alternative roster or their jersey, and none of them look like a current NFL jersey or an NFL team. You know what I mean? Like we legitimately from afar look like the Carolina
Yeah.
Panthers. That if that did not say Detroit on it, I'm like, oh, the Carolina has a new jersey. And considering it's called Defend the Den, you think it'd be a little bit more aggressive. But I can't say I like really any of these. None of these really stick out to me. Like the Jaguars looks pretty
No.
corny.
Yeah.
I don't really. Chicago looks just like a old school throwback Chicago Bears. I'm not too impressed with any of these.
No, they're it's just
what do they say?
They're nothing to write home about. It's just it's mid at best. It's kind of like just I mean, like they have all these alternative uniform designs that come out a couple times a season, or like once a season they'll have like some City Connect, or they'll have some retro thing, or they'll have some throwback, or they'll have some like special edition, limited edition, whatever. And most of the time it just looks kind of mid. I thought, I mean, for most teams, like this stuff doesn't really, it doesn't do anything for me, really. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm just kind of ambivalent about it. It just seems like they just copy-pasted the Carolina Panthers uniform onto the Lions. It's just like all these big cat teams, the Panthers and the Lions, now they're going to have something for the Bengals or something. We all look the same, but
it's just that shade there's multiple shades of Honolulu blue. I don't care what you say. That's a really bright shade of Honolulu blue. That to me is just
it is
much.
It does stick out a bit. I mean, I kind of clashes a little bit. I don't know. Honolulu blue and black, I don't know if I feel that, honestly. I don't hate it, but it just looks derivative.
It is a movie.
I'm not just. Hitch. Yeah, thank you, Hitch. Thank you for the. Oops, shit! I closed my phone. Hang on. Okay, my big fat fingers hit the wrong button. I don't know. I'm just. It's just a low effort. They're just trying to sell some special edition shit. You'll see this in a few years. Somebody will have you'll see freaking Jahmyr Gibbs or Jared Goff or a whatever jersey. Like you'll see it in the crowd at the Lions game in a few years, and
it'll be
like, oh yeah, remember those jerseys?
It'll be a jersey that when I saw that, I immediately said that add this to the preseason or the list of preseason jerseys that you're going to see preseason type of fans wear. And no offense to your black, but you would see a lot of those all black ones back in the day, a Harrington all black or a Roy Williams all black.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, you're gonna see that. Like it'll be like some Yahoo's gonna be wearing a Sam Laporta, Carolina Panthers jersey. Right. You'll see him in the crowd. It's like, are you still gonna you look at the Tigers games? People are still wearing Ordonez and Granderson jerseys. So it's just like, well, you can't update your uniform from 2007.
The worst is the jersey shirt of that era. Like that was like when the jersey shirt. Oh my God, the jersey when that first came out, and everybody had a Cabrera. I had one, I feel like the Tigers really started with that. And it's funny, you see some people still having those jerseys of the early 2000s era. I do have a Zetterberg one. Well, I grew out of it, but I had a Zetterberg one. I had a Cabrera.
Mm-hmm.
I had a DeAndre Levy. Levy. Yeah, that was my jersey.
Imagine, what wasted potential. But
fantastic.
Yeah, I had a. Yeah, I know. I had a Calvin Johnson jersey. I had that, and then I remember going to the bar with my friends, and some fat woman there was making fun of me. She was just like, "Why do you have Johnson on your back?" I'm just like, "Do you watch the Lions?" And she was getting all up in my face. But I bought her a few drinks. I romanced her a little bit. It was okay. No, I'm just kidding. But she made me feel self-conscious about it. And then I washed it in the washing machine a couple times, and the leather started falling apart. It just faded out. I mean, the shirt was cheap as fuck. It was probably something some Chinese toddler put together in a factory overseas or something. But I didn't keep that shirt too long. I had a Johan Franzen jersey,
There's a good
a
one.
Red Wings jersey, and I remember I was standing in line at the bank, and some weird old lady behind me, she thought I played like football. She thought like I was on like a football team or something, and she just like, oh, hi, oh, because I'm a big stocky guy. She probably thought I was like an offensive lineman or something. Maybe
I was
it was
gonna
like,
say center.
no, yeah, center or something. I'm like,
You kind of
no,
do
man,
look
I'm
like
just a
Cade
fat ass
Mays a
with a
little
Red Wing
bit. I
shirt.
could see that.
I do. I know. Just a fat guy with the beard. I need the beard to cover up my weak chin. But
Hitch wants to know
yeah, I'm
what
wearing
the
that.
most obscure jersey you've ever owned.
The most obscure jersey. Jeez, I had some jerseys. I don't know. I mean, the only real jersey I've owned is probably, I'm trying to think. It was probably that. It's my Datsuk jersey. I've had that for like 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that when he was still on the team. But I remember, like, I went to, where did I go? I went to, not Sports Authority, Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't remember I think it was the one in Grand Rapids, or it might have been the Macomb Mall. But I saw a Patrick Waugh Avalanche jersey. It was kind of like, it wasn't like professional quality, but it was still a nice jersey. But it was kind of expensive. And it's like, I mean, this would be cool to have because, Patrick Waugh, I hate Patrick Waugh, but at the same time, you got to recognize he's probably the greatest goaltender of all time. But
yeah,
like, I was just thinking, like, if I bought that, I don't know when I'd ever be able to wear it. Like, wearing an Avalanche jersey in like in Hockey Town, but yeah, I saw that it was just like I almost bought it. I'm just like, this would be cool to have. I don't know, maybe I could get Cale Makar to sign it or something to go down to the Red Wings game or something. But I don't know. But there's that, and then they had like there was this there was another there was a Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson jersey too, and my buddy. I remember I worked in Grand Rapids. My buddy was a big Baltimore Ravens fan, and I thought about buying that and giving it to him, but I don't know. I didn't like him that much, so I'll just say that. But he was like a buddy of mine, but at the same time, just like
that's not just something you give everybody, right? Like having a jersey, and I know me specifically, I don't buy just any jersey. I have a hard time picking out a certain one I wanted, and from an obscure standpoint, Hitch, it's a jersey that I almost bought and had put together many moons ago, and I kind of wish I did. But long time ago, when Eddie Drummond was a Lion, he wore the number 18, which was a baseball number of mine. So at that time, I was going to get myself an Eddie Drummond jersey. Still, I guess, could do it. But, for me, I have a hard time committing to a player, like a current modern day player, and investing in a jersey. I don't know why. It's not the monetary cost. I think it's just like if I'm going to go out and represent and put on what you don every day at work, I have to be committed to you. So I have a Hutch jersey, which, I like defensive football players. It's an obvious, but he's here for the long haul, so it's a safe one. I have some throwback Pistons. I have a Rick Mahorn Bad Boy era jersey, and I have a Dennis Rodman Bad Boy era jersey from the Pistons.
Yeah.
I have a hard time committing to current day players. Like you won't see me. I guess I can't say you won't, but you wouldn't see me wearing like a Jalen Duren jersey, right? Like if I'm going to get a Pistons jersey, it would probably just have to be a Cade on the safe bet. But like Red Wings jersey, I teetered with this for a long time, and I had a hard time understanding which Red Wings player I'd pick, and I'm kind of glad I didn't pull the trigger. Like I got real close, dude. At buying a Lucas Raymond jersey, right? But it's just like the concept of the Red Wings that we know now is that could change based on whoever the fuck they hire.
Like it'll be interesting. I don't know, like just to buy like maybe a Patrick Kane Red Wings jersey because it was so weird to have like Patrick Kane on the Red Wings. I mean, granted he didn't, I appreciate him, signing with us for a few years. But it's just like it's one of those things, like a weird thing. Like I remember, like sometimes I think, like if I could find like a Brendan Shanahan like Hartford Whalers jersey, or like a Dino Ciccarelli North Stars jersey or something,
Yeah.
like some old school like defunct hockey team, like the Cleveland Barons or something. But
Yeah.
I
Now we're
just thought
talking
I think that
obscure.
would be funny, but really obscure shit. But I remember the the most obscure jersey I ever saw myself, and this is my own personal story, but a buddy of mine, my buddy Matt, I haven't, me and him were big hockey fans, and ever since we were kids. And I remember I came to his house one day, we were hanging out, and he's like, check this out, and he had a old Red Wings jersey, like the old like CC. I don't know if it was a CC. I think it was a CCM,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a Kevin Hodgson jersey.
Now
Kevin
that's
Hodgson
obscure.
was like a backup goaltender. Yeah, from like he was like Chris Osgood's backup back in like whenever, like 1990, whatever. But yeah, he just kind of never turned into anything. He was just kind of like one of those guys that bounced around. But yeah, it's just kind of funny to me. Like Kevin, like who the fuck is Kevin Hodgson? But I guarantee you wear that. That would be the only Kevin. If you wore that at a Wings game, you would be the only Kevin Hodgson jersey in the whole building. Hell, probably the whole state. That I just thought that was funny. But.
No, that actually brings up a good point. Like I've always wanted to collect like the starting lineup of the 1996 Vipers, right? Like find like a more real obscure team like the Detroit Falcons or what else could we get out there? Like a Rockers soccer jersey, but of an actual player. I think that would fetch a pretty penny.
Yeah.
I always remember seeing kids in the 90s rocking like a Vipers jersey, and it's got to be out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like somebody, I'm sure it's on eBay, but
Yeah.
I just think that would be cool. I always thought a Vipers jersey would be sweet.
That'd be pretty cool. That was a cool design.
It was a really sweet logo.
Yeah. That was like a testament to like how cool 90s hockey was for a while, and
Yeah, it really was.
They added, it was just kind of like, it was like a niche thing, but it's just like, it was cool to have like, it was Detroit branded stuff. It's cool, man. I mean, if I could find like an old Detroit Vipers jersey or something, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much I'd pay for it. Like, I remember Tim Thomas.
Yourself.
Yeah,
there you go.
That'd be tempting. But yeah, Tim Thomas played. He was the Boston Bruins goaltender back when they won the Cup in 2011. But he played for the Vipers back in like 2000. I don't know how long he stayed with the Vipers. I think it was only for like one season. But if I could find like a Tim Thomas like Detroit Vipers jersey, I'd probably pick it up because I really like Tim Thomas. He's a guy from Michigan, and I always dug him. He was a big goaltender, won a couple of Vezina trophies, and then he just kind of disappeared. But
well, Hitch said he had a Boss Bailey jersey from the Lions,
really?
and he's told that story a few times where his mom, I believe, had to go get that custom made for him because who the hell wanted a Boss Bailey jersey? He
Boss Bailey.
The worst brother. Hobby for Bobby says Teemu Solani Winnipeg Jets jersey would be fire as fuck. That would be. The name alone, Teemu Solani, is a badass hockey name.
Teemu Solani, hell yeah.
Teemu Solani.
If I had a hockey team, I would call it Team Usolani.
Team Usolani.
Team
and
Usolani.
Then you would hire Steve Yzerman as your general manager.
Then I would waste hundreds of millions of dollars and everybody's time for the better part of a decade. Oh.
Hitch wants to know what is number one on your wanted jersey list.
I got to sit and think about that for a second. Like if I could, I don't know.
I mean,
God almighty. Like if I could,
Oh. Are we talking Detroit only, Hitch, or are we allowed to go outside of Detroit sports?
I want to find a Juan Gonzalez Detroit Tigers jersey. I think that's a testament to all the great things Juan did while he was here. Bitch about how far the porch was in Comerica Park for the whole season. But I don't know, I'm just being funny, but I don't know, it'd probably be like a hockey jersey. I'm trying to think, like, if I could get like, I don't know, if I could find like an old like Konstantinov jersey with like the Believe patch, I think that would be pretty cool. Like the Russian Believe patch back in like '98, like an old CCM jersey or something. I think that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, any of the Russian 5, really. Hell, I don't know. I mean, I would. I don't know. I mean, I can't really say I want an Iserman jersey because of the last 7 years, but I don't know. I mean, it would be cool to have like a special edition jersey. Something I liked. I remember the Winter Classic jerseys with an old school like Detroit Falcons D on the chest. That was such a cool design, and I wish those were like made the way to the regular rotation. But like if I could find like an old Zetterberg like Winter Classic Edition jersey, I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe an old Paul Coffey jersey or something. I don't know. I'm just spouting off at the mouth.
Hitch said, go far out as you want. Mine is a Mickey Redmond number 20 with the A on it. Okay, so that'd be a good one. And I can see you and Mickey Redmond are starting to look alike. I can see the resemblance. I honestly, as you were talking, I think mine would be a Kurt Maltby. I always loved Kurt Maltby. I get that would kind of fall into the obscure category, but Kurt Maltby has always been my dude. Again, number 18. But I really enjoyed watching him play. Ran into a couple times at the Kroger on Martyr. And he came into Nino Salvaggio's one time, too, back in the day. But anyways.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, when I worked there. But as far as that goes, I'm not going to lie. From a Pistons standpoint, I want a Allen Houston Pistons jersey. That would probably be my most number one jersey. Would be an Allen Houston Pistons jersey.
Yeah, I want a Tracy McGrady or an Allen Iverson jersey from the Pistons. We remember those their memorable tenure on the Pistons. I think that'd be great. Maybe we get what was that dickhead's name? Shit, I'm trying to think.
So Hitch is smoking.
I want a Charlie Villanueva jersey.
Hitch is smoking hand since
Hitch.
He said I'm a hand, but a Ray Bork jersey would be cool, Bruins jersey. And then the real Hitch,
Ray Bork Bruins jersey.
The real Hitch said nothing can take away what number 19 did for us as a player. Watch your mouth.
I know, but
it's nice to see Hitch's smoking hand and the real Hitch finally meet.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have a meeting of the minds. It's good to have those two preeminent intellectuals in the chat. But I'd like to get a Ray Bork Avalanche jersey because he famously left the Bruins and he won a cup in 2001 with the Avalanche after like 20 years with the Bruins. I'd like to wear an Avalanche Ray Bork jersey down to Boston and just get in a big fight. But what else?
Hitch said Pistons jersey equals Microwave Johnson, so he wants a Vinnie Johnson jersey. At that bad boy era, dude, I wouldn't mind collecting that whole roster of the 89-90 Pistons. I mean, I've already got the Mahorn, the Rodman. Jason has the Isaiah Thomas, and all I need is like a Dumars, a Vinny, probably skip Adrian Dantley. No one wants him.
What about?
I need a Lambier.
Shit.
Need a John Sally.
Yeah.
Need a John Sally.
Yeah, absolutely. So, John Spider Sally.
That's a cool historical throwback team to rock. Almost to the point of, honestly, the equivalent of probably the '97 Red Wings, minus Steve Yzerman because it's such a popular jersey. But dude, if you're walking down the street and you see someone wearing like a Konstantinov jersey, you're like, all right, dude, this guy's real, right? Like, and there's a bevy of players in the game outside the Russian 5 too. Where or a Mike Vernon jersey would be pretty badass too. I think that would be sweet.
Hell yeah,
old 29.
That'd be excellent. Or like Slava Fetisov or Kozlov or something. I mean, any of the Russian 5.
The Professor.
Fedorov. I'd love to get an old. The Professor Larionov. Yeah, I'd like to have a nice like old school like 1991 like vintage Fedorov jersey or something. I think that'd be fucking legit. I mean, the guy was just, but, man.
Bobby said Vinnie Johnson signed a Pistons shirt at the St. Isaac Joe's beer tent in 6th grade. I didn't understand how cool that was till later in life.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hitch, I would rock a John Barry tee. All right, now we got to draw a line somewhere.
Oh,
Here.
get
I
out
think
of here.
we're drawing it at John Barry. Come on,
Yeah,
it's gross.
that's funny. Oh, God.
I
I
guess
want a PJ O'Rourke Lions jersey.
PJ O'Rourke. Okay. And I guess from a
Yeah.
collector standpoint, two jerseys that I need to have in my collection would be a Jordan jersey, and a Ken Griffey.
Yeah.
I mean, those are two of my favorite non-Detroit sports players of the '90s that I just absolutely loved. Like, I know as a Tiger or a Pistons
Yeah.
fan, especially in the '80s and '90s, you're supposed to hate the Bulls and hate Jordan. I absolutely love Michael Jordan. I think he's just amazing. And from a baseball standpoint,
Oh, yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr. in our era, his swing is beautiful. He's just I love Junior. I'll just leave it at that. So those are my
Yeah.
two favorite. Like, I don't give a shit. I know they're extremely popular and it's not obscure, but those are two jerseys I feel like I need, and it would probably have to be like a early Mariners Ken Griffey rookie, like in that era before they got super teal, like way super teal,
Mm-hmm.
almost like Milwaukee Brewers colors. That's probably the Griffey jersey I'd want. So my birthday's coming up. If anybody out
Yeah.
there wants to buy me a jersey, go right ahead.
I don't know. I saw this Chicago Bulls hat. I wear these 5950s because I still think I'm cool. But
Yeah.
I saw the Chicago Bulls. It was black, white, and red. It was like the hat was black, but it had like a white Bulls face with like red accents on it. It was cool, and I got some like clothes that I could match it, and it was like $50, which is, if you want a decent hat, that's probably what you're gonna have to spend. I only buy these a couple times a year, but I
Yeah.
was so close to buying that. I was so close to buying the Chicago Bulls hat. I thought that was the coolest hat, but I don't know, something. I've owned Jordan stuff before. I don't really own like any like official like jerseys or anything. But just like being a Pistons fan, it's just weird to have like the
It
Jumpman on my
is.
body. I don't know.
I can
I don't know. It's
understand
just
that.
like, yeah.
But he's the best
Granted,
basketball
that
player
era,
ever.
yeah. Oh yeah. He is the GOAT. There's no question. There's no question. His role, his impact in basketball and whatnot. I know we talked about that a lot. Who's really the GOAT? How does LeBron stack up? How does Kobe stack up and all that stuff? But Jordan was just. He was just next. You don't need to tell. You don't need me, some fat schlubby guy from Detroit, to tell you how good Michael Jordan was. Fuck.
Yeah.
We all lived through the '90s, so we know what's up with that.
No, I agree. I won't get into it either and fanboy out on them, but we'll just leave it at that. Like you said, we've had that conversation 1,000 times over.
Yes.
The conversation though that I think we're going to be having shortly is, Jesus Christ, Herb Welch. Herb Welch is out here just causing chaos. Chuck Connors Celtics jersey. Good Lord. A jersey I know that none of us own, but Tarek Skubal. He's coming back to Detroit.
Oh, brother.
Can you imagine how emotional that series is going to be? Like, if we win one game out of that series, everyone's going to be going, World Series bound, baby. Here we go. Division race again. Like, I'm getting to a point now with these Tigers where I kind of almost just want them to lose out. Just to shut these fans up.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's been such a roller coaster this season. And, they had a couple of good months. They were playing good baseball. They were a fun watch for a while. It was fun to see Kevin McGonigal get the call. It was fun to see Max Clark come up. He hit a 2-run homer today. He looks good. I like what I'm seeing from Howley. I like the young guys. Dylan Dingler's always a pleasure to watch. It's a young, exciting team in a lot of ways, but they're not going anywhere this year. And it's like my dad. Down. I love my dad so much, but it's just like calm down, Dad. But I have to I want to because he's an old school guy. He's listening to the radio. He's listening to Dan Dickerson and stuff, and he's just he's out there. I visit him, and he's in the garage, just listening to the radio and stuff, and I'm just like, Pop, how do you do this to yourself? He just likes baseball. He's an old boomer. He's pushing 70. I can't, part of me is just like, because I had like the cable package and stuff for a while, but
Well, you can't
I
fault
couldn't
the
watch because they were
guy.
just unwatchable.
You can't fault the guy for wanting some background noise. Like it's cool. I'll put it on.
Yeah,
It's nothing against the Tigers. Like you said, it's a fun young team. I will
no,
put the game on, but it's like my expectation is it's late
yeah,
summer, early fall background noise on the TV. That's all it is, and the same thing with the radio.
yeah. That's
Um,
all it is. But my dad, it's just like I talk with him all the time, and just like, well, you never know if they take a few from the Rays, if they take a couple from the Dodgers, you never know. It's like, Pop, it's over. It does this every season, but I don't know. I just like, come on, Dad. But I gotta like cut off his like internet access or something. But anyways, yeah,
yeah, can we do
yeah,
that? And is that going to happen to a certain
yeah.
era
Cut
where
off.
once they hit like a certain age, they have like a geriatrics internet service that only they get? It's only like 5 websites. Um, it's the
Yeah,
Macomb Daily,
it's
the
Facebook.
Detroit Free
Yeah,
Press,
Macomb Daily.
Facebook. Yeah, and they're only
It's
allowed
the
those
hover
5
around
channels.
store. It's the shower sheet. It's the shower seat wholesale website. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be me in a few years. I can't be talking too much shit.
You know what? I
I'm an
could
old
kind of
man.
wouldn't mind some of
But
that internet if someone just gave me the internet light. What if, and that'd be funny too. What would you do if you could literally go back to like late 90s internet? Like if there was a portal or
mhm.
something you could log into where that was an option and you could just browse it like it was the late 90s and it was only the websites that were available back then.
That's a good question. I mean, you can probably go by the Wayback Machine and see some of that shit. But I'm trying to think. I remember like the Netscape Navigator and Ask Jeeves and Lycos and all that stuff. But I remember, I'm trying to think. There's some stuff. I mean, it was like this is before like Wiki was a thing. This is way before Wikipedia. This is way before, I was just like anything. I don't know because there's like some old video game stuff I remember looking at when I was like, I was like 12, 13 years old back then, like back in '99, and
Yeah, and a
as
website
you
was
were
just
as
like a
well. But
literal digital piece of paper with words on it, and that was it.
yeah,
That's all it was.
it was just like a couple. It was like some JavaScripts that
Yeah.
somebody typed together and managed to get hosting for. But that was like, yeah, that was. I remember, God Almighty. I mean, just like thinking back to like, I mean, it's kind of crazy to believe. I didn't get the internet till I was 11, and that was back in '97. We bought a new computer. We had like, I think it was even like pre 56K modem. I remember the 56K modems and how like you couldn't use the phone, and you try to go like download something from like Kazaa or LimeWire, and it took all night to download like a single album or like
Oh
even a
God,
single
yeah.
song. But God Almighty, I mean, probably there's so much back then. But I remember going to like forums and stuff and like chat rooms back in like the early days, like AOL, just like talking to people. Most of them are probably like grown adults who are like jerking off, like, oh, cool, 13-year-old boy. But
So maybe that'll be our era in the nursing home. They'll have computers with AOL Instant Messenger, and we all set up
yeah,
like our screen names and usernames and away message, and that's just something we get to do. Maybe that'll be our thing. This chat is getting
yeah,
out of
that'll be our thing.
control with Hitch and Herb Welch.
Oh, brother.
Hitch said God as a concept.
Hitch.
Discuss. Hitch, I already know where you're going with that one.
God as a concept?
Discuss.
That's kind of deep for a sports podcast.
I know.
That's a little bit
God.
philosophical, man.
Herb Welch claims that he invented the internet.
What are you, Al Gore? I mean, come on.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's a series of tubes.
It's a series of tubes. No, it's it makes you wonder though, like, like it evolved from a page to now everybody's just watching. It's not even just words, it's all visual stimulation. And I remember when I was probably in was it the MySpace era or was it before? It was before that.
Yeah.
I put online somewhere on a platform. It may have been right when Facebook came out. Again, who cares? And I'm like,
yeah,
this is before the internet was, crazy. And I put out there and I was like, has anyone got a fun website to go on to keep you entertained? Like, because that's what you were doing. You're like, ooh, I wonder what websites I could go through and
Yeah.
entertain me. And it wasn't just constant videos. And John Scarcella
Mhm.
was the first person to comment. And he's like, there's this new website called YouTube where you can watch videos. And
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy to think how long ago
God.
that was. And that John was like, yeah, it's this new thing called YouTube. Go check it out. And now we're live
This
on it
crazy
right now.
new thing.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, I know. One of Mark Zuckerberg's buddies invented that shit. It was crazy. But Harvard in the
crazy
2000s
shit on
was
him.
crazy. But yeah, it's really, oh my God. Talk about crazy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Mark
What a
Zuckerberg
weird reptilian.
is basically a government plant who created Facebook
Pretty much.
to be a front for we can't say
The
it,
CIA.
but pretty much, yeah, to get all of our
The Illuminati,
information.
the Masons.
And they said that they'll trust him, right? Because he's just a nerd. So they kind of just fabricated that whole story. But
it just it just proves that millennials really are evil. We really are the worst generation.
No, we're just carrying on a journey that was started probably back in the 1930s, late 1930s, I'd say. Just a world ran by a bunch of mysterious rich people that belong to all these secret societies.
Yes.
And they let us. They let us have our podcast. They let us talk to Hitch's Smoking Hand. They let us talk to Hobby for Bobby. They just let us play in the sandbox while they do all their elitist shit.
They live, we sleep. That's the way it goes.
Herb, go take some Quaaludes and hit the lodge, you dinosaur. Jesus Christ. Herb Welch is out of hand.
Oh, busting out the lewd. What was it, 1987? Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ. Good times.
When did they outlaw those things?
Before I was born, probably. But
yeah, I don't think I've ever met anybody that's taken a Quaalude. Hitch will claim that he knows lots of people that have taken Quaaludes. I can guarantee you.
Oh Lord! I wonder if there's any still out there. Maybe there's somebody, some cartel is somewhere is manufacturing those things still. But that's
I'm sure
funny.
there is. They say everything comes back around. So maybe Quaaludes will be a thing. Maybe our
you never know.
Our grandkids, that'll be their thing. They're getting into sock hops and Quaaludes.
Sock hops and Quaaludes. Something else from the 30s that people seem to like is fascism. But I don't want to get political. That's making a comeback.
Just with Hitch in the chat. See, here you go.
Yeah.
He had his first lute at Woodstock. Of course he did.
Of course. Way back in the day, you saw Jimi Hendrix. He taught Jimi Hendrix how to play guitar.
He bummed a cigarette to Wavy Gravy.
Wavy Gravy. Oh Lord. Oh, jeez. He's the one that shot John Lennon.
He does have that vibe to him, and they kind of have the same glasses, the thick, weird, high prescription glasses.
Yeah. How do you feel? Yeah,
I could see Hitch passing for Mark David Chapman. And it's another thing too. They always give you the full name. It's just not Mark Chapman. I guarantee you he was not known as Mark David Chapman. I can guarantee you as part of one of the CIA. What's that called? Jesus, I'm off on my conspiracy theories. But
MK Ultra.
Yeah, your MK Ultra. Because that's what that was, right? Designed to take down John Lennon. I mean, they wanted him. I haven't
followed my conspiracy stuff either.
Yeah, you just assume it is.
He was preaching peace and love, and our reptilian overlords can't have that.
Correct.
They need discord and disharmony.
I mean, it's no different than the Tupac and Biggie stuff. That trial's going on right now, and it's basically just turning out to be there's a lot of people that wanted him dead, and they assassinated him too. Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's see. Hitch's Smoking Hand. You think Probert ever took Quaaludes or any downers just to see how much of a badass he was? Like he knew how good he scrapped, so he just challenged himself. I'm sure he had to, coming off all that white stuff.
Oh yeah.
They were talking
about.
Go ahead.
Oh, I read part of Bob Probert's autobiography, And that guy, he drank a lot. I'll just say that. But I'm sure he had some booger sugar back then. I mean, 80s hockey was a different thing, so hell.
So he couldn't go into Canada because he got caught at the border.
Yeah.
He that Ice Guardians podcast is really fun to listen to if you're a hockey fan. It's Brett Hall and a couple. I mean, he's always got somebody else on there, but they were talking about it was who's the scrapper from the Maple Leafs from back in the day?
Ty Domi?
No, not Ty Domi. Why can't I think of his name? Starts with a W, Hermdo. Where am I at right here?
Shit.
Anyways, he was talking about the best scrappers and best everything, and it was like he just basically said Probert was just on such another level. He's like Joey Kosher and Bob Probert were just another level, and you knew every time. You just even as an enforcer, he's like, this is just that's who you wanted to avoid. This is going to bother the shit out of me.
It's going to bother me too. Shit. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I wish like hockey was still Wendell Clark. God damn it! How did I forget Wendell Clark?
I'm just it's at the tip of my tongue. But his episode on the Ice Guardians podcast was really cool. And it's just they're just all so Canadian. And to hear him talk, it's just amazing.
Oh yeah. That is
Jordan
funny.
Tutu was on there, and he was talking about obviously he's from the Great North. Or no, was it not Jordan Tutu? Yeah, it was. And he was talking about, and I'm just like, wow, this guy is just such a the accents. The accents are the best part.
Such a Canuck.
Yeah, such a Canuck, such a Northerner. But no, I just go check that podcast out. It's Brett Hall. He takes every shot he can at. Why am I blanking on this coach's name that he absolutely hated? He's like the meanest coach in hockey.
Was it Mike Keenan?
Yep, Mike Keenan. There you go. I'm not even kidding you. There's not a moment where he talks where he doesn't sum the work in Mike Keenan and talk some shit about Mike Keenan. And he's just like, and then Keenan comes in and he's like, all right. And I'm just like, yeah, so what about this, you jerk off? And I'm just like, wow, you hate this guy. And Mike Keenan passed away. Like, he just won't stop on him. So that it really had to tell you something.
Yeah. There's some real bastards back in the day, some real asshole coaches. I remember Darren McCarty talked about, go ahead.
Chris Nylon, am I saying that right? Nylon's an OG. There's a documentary about him. I think it's on Prime.
Oh,
that has to
check
be a
that
hockey
out.
Reference.
Chris Nylon?
I may be saying that wrong. Elon. Let's look this up.
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
See, I know my hockey, but I don't know my hockey like you guys do. Okay, so he was an enforcer for Montreal.
Oh, okay.
Between 80 and 90. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty myself. Jeez.
That shocks me, Hermdo. You're usually like the hockey aficionado.
I know. I got to brush up on my history. God, I'm rusty.
But Hitch is like that about football. Like he remembers, he grew up in the 70s, 80s. So every player from that era Hitch knows. And I'm just like, wow, I don't know these guys. Like, he just remembers everybody from, and I guess I wasn't born back then, but him being so old, he remembers them all.
Yeah.
I guess Tigers, Pistons. I have a pretty good depth history of their roster. Okay, Bobby said I'm saying it right. It is Nylon. But like I can go down the Pistons roster, the Tigers roster, pretty up and down. But not the Lions, unfortunately.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, what else you got there, Hermdo? Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, there's not too much. I mean, we're still like in preseason. We talked about the preseason game last week.
Yep.
Who are they playing next week or this weekend? The Colts. Okay. So that'll be interesting. Like, I know there's some drama with Anthony Richardson, whatever his name was, but that's Pat McAfee's old team. Yeah, there's all that shit going on, but yeah. So I don't know. We'll see another exciting preseason game for the Lions, and see who else they're going to be bringing in because there's some like rumors.
Games. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, brother. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, there's been some rumblings and whatnot. We could talk about rumors or whatever at some other point. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, we'll see like who else the Lions add if they add anybody or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. The Pistons, not much is going on with the Pistons. Jalen Duren thing. There's still the Larkin thing. I don't know. Most siders are releasing some statements about it, and just he seems kind of pissed off by the whole thing. But I don't know. Just not a whole lot of movement going on. Tiger season winding down. And we're not going to see any October baseball, unfortunately. But
nope.
We'll probably be. Yeah, we got college football coming up. I know we don't really focus too much on college sports, but we'll see. Maybe Kyle Whittingham will unlock a level of Devin Witherspoon, and we'll see.
I have a feeling it'll make it into the conversation this year, just because we just keep evolving. So. I mean, we just talked about the history of the internet and Quaaludes. Why not talk about college sports?
Yeah, why not? Why not? It'll be fun. You never know. Maybe a Michigan team will do something good this year. Then we got
Pitch said, "Who do you think
Michigan
could be?"
State,
and I'm assuming he said traded before the 53-man cuts. He said trained. There are actually quite a bit of names out there as listed as trade targets. Joey Porter Jr. is a name that just keeps popping up as a trade target.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Bears have a defensive end that they need to move on from a cap standpoint that they'd be looking to get rid of. To me, it's who can stay healthy before the 53-man cuts. Some of these players just keep dropping like flies. Looks like, most of these teams will be treating this third preseason game like you're not touching anybody relevant. I mean, obviously, we still haven't seen anybody, and I don't think we're going to continue to see anybody. It's nothing confirmed, but it's probably going to be another preseason where Goff doesn't take a snap.
Probably.
Some of these guys are getting pissed about that, but I just think there's nothing to prove. Like, let this be the Josh Dobbs, Luke Altmaier situation, because Lions seem to be dead set on finding a backup running back, and that's the more interesting story for me is who are they going to settle at RB3?
I mean, are they going to take
I think it could be. Oh, Jesus. Sam Laporta. There you go.
So, yeah, I was going to say that. I was just going to say that. Yeah, get rid of him. We don't want him here anymore. He's all banged up.
You bum.
Poor guy's getting hurt all the time. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't really have anything else, Mark. I mean, unless there's something else you wanted to bring up, but
that's about it.
Yeah,
they do need to cut Mike Lavati. No, I don't see the Lions trading anybody. I don't see a contract out there. They've got so many guys on one-year deals. I don't see them making a trade. I think just continue to pick up somebody like a nice running back right now, or whose name was thrown out there. Hassan Reddick is a name that like you're seeing a little rush on veteran pass defensive ends being signed. So didn't see the Lions as a potential mix. Kevin Zeitler, too, a guard that would be nice to come back with some veteran depth. You could see him getting picked up, and still want to see where Taylor Decker ends. I mean, he's still a free agent.
Yeah.
There's some names out there that I think it would be nice for us to pick up as like hey, we're serious about making a Super Bowl run, so we're getting more depth. I like that Devin White signing a lot. Give me another one of those.
Yeah, let's get some skilled pieces in here. Definitely, let's get some more depth. Definitely, I'll be feeling better about that. But yeah.
Give me some depth. Give
feeling
me some
good,
signings.
Looking good. Yes.
And outside of that, just stay healthy. Kidding about the Sam Laporta trade. I don't see that happening.
No.
Not one bit. Interesting to see, though, who they make the cuts on. I think there's going to be some guys that really showed up on the defensive line that made a name for themselves this preseason more than ever. So that was nice to see. But poor Tom Kennedy. he ain't making the roster. He should, though, honestly. With
Oh,
the backup
no.
wide receivers we
Yeah.
have, Tom Kennedy continues to shine. Tom Kennedy always is on our practice squad.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is like they need when he retires, they need to put his jersey in the Lions Hall of Fame, or what is it called? The
Hell yeah.
Circle of Trust, or I don't know what it's called. Circle of Champions. I like the white sign,
Yeah.
but is that a sign the window's closing? No, I just think that's a part of you evolving from a young, spunky team that nobody can plan for to we just need to start bringing in some veteran depth. I think he just replaces what Anzalone brought to the team. So not a sign that the window's closing. The sign that the window's closing is you're trading people out, and we'll call it in the MLB world we'll call it sellers, right? We're still buyers. We're not sellers.
Yeah. Yep.
Cincinnati
Alrighty.
sold with fucking what's his face leaving, but yeah. So that's all I got.
Okay.
God bless Tom Kennedy.
Yes.
Hermdo, like and subscribe. Go check out Hermdo's channel. Check out Hitch's new podcast called Sorry, I'll Be There Next Week. It's debuting on YouTube, Spotify, Apple TV, Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime. And it's a Taylor Sheridan executive produced podcast. So
yeah,
I will say good night, all. Hermdo, you got anything else to say?
No, God bless America.